All right. What's up, Jay? All right, let's get this loaded up. What's up, Josh? Come on now. Getting the laptop kicked on. Hooray! Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We got deadlifts tonight, guys. We got deadlifts tonight. Also, for those of you that were unaware, our poll has officially ended. I took a screenshot and posted it earlier. We're doing the 10,000 calorie thing tomorrow, so that's going to be fun, starting at 12 o'clock. So, starting at 12 o'clock. There we go. All right. Let's get a couple sips of this, and let's get our warm-up set in. So. It's all paper mache, right, Mossberg? It's all paper mache. One of these days, I've actually got to make some paper. Maybe we'll do that as one of our art streams at some point. We'll do paper mache weights. Oh, that'll set some people off, won't it? All right, I think we're here. We're in it. I gotta fix the chat, guys. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, live. There we go. We're in it. Kind of. It's loading real slow tonight, guys. There we go. I don't really watch the NFL, Adam, but Patriots, if I had to pick. If I had to pick, it would definitely be New England. I grew up watching New England, so. No, I've never been a wrestler. Green screen, yeah, green screen. All the noises are green screen too. The noises are green screen too. Hey, you guys didn't know you could green screen audio. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I use them for powerlifting. I use them for powerlifting. The wrestling shoes, but I use them for powerlifting. So, all right, let's grab this nice little 225. So, little 225. Nice and easy warm up. The posters are AI. Man, they're starting up early tonight. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's add some more weight. Throw some more 10s on here. We'll go 245 for the next one, 265. Normal warm-ups. I think we're going to skip the 265 press tonight, guys. We might skip 265, go straight up. Don't know yet, Christian. We're gonna decide that here soon. Like 340 probably, 345. I don't know. Nice, but cool. Head to a baseball game. Nice. I bench six days a week. 6 days a week. I take Sundays as a rest day. So. I like working out at this time, and it's quiet. So. Some people abide by that, sure, every other day, but I've had better results from what I'm doing for a very long time now. It is professionally, just so you know. For those of you that are new, I do this professionally. So I lift professionally. Oof. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting sick. No one is, I guess, but when you lift, it's a whole different beast because you got to take time out of the gym. So they're packed full of really natural sugars, so it's a good simple carbohydrate. Grapes are just fine. I usually, if I'm gonna do like a berry style thing, it's gonna be blueberries for me typically. I like to mix them with my yogurt sometimes. Blueberries are usually my go-to fruit, or bananas, and then that's like if I'm doing whole fruit. And then if I'm doing prepared fruit, I'll usually do in fruit juice, organic peaches. Those are my go-to in fruit juice, or pears, one of the two. So, all right, 265 real quick, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll put 315 on. Why not? Never. I never deload. I don't deload, guys. I like grapes personally. Ton of sugar though. So definitely use them as a pre-workout item, I would say. I don't usually do high sugar things until I'm about to like fruits and stuff like that are all sugar until I'm getting ready to lift. That's when I usually have the majority of my carbs. I say that I eat a lot of carbs all day, but let me grab some plates, guys. I'll be right back. I need 2 more 45s. So. This will be our last warm-up rep of the night. Oh, it's the 10,000 calorie challenge, Mossberg. That's what we're doing tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got to basically double my calorie intake for my normal intake, which is already 5,000. So we're eating 10,000 calories tomorrow. 10,000 calories tomorrow. What's up, Dave? It's gonna be a fun time. I've already started purchasing the things we need. Actually, the wife threw together a fresh loaf of bread. That loaf of bread is like 2,000 calories by itself. It's a big, huge loaf of bread, like this big, and it's fresh, very dense bread. So we'll be eating an entire loaf of that tomorrow as one of our carbohydrates. Not all at once, obviously, but throughout the day. We're gonna have at least 1, maybe 2 of these throughout the day. I've got some ground chicken prepared, so I got a whole pound of ground chicken that's going to be eaten throughout the day. I'm going to do a big pot of mashed potatoes, I think. So I am natural. So yeah, we're going to film each individual meal. I'm going to post each meal as like a 3-minute short. So it'll be a 3 minutes of me like explaining the food, the calorie count, and then I mean you guys can watch me eat it if you want. I'll probably take a few bites. And then we'll catch the very end when it's gone. I think in 3 minutes I can get most of my meals down. If it takes longer, it takes longer. And then I'm going to cut it all together so you guys can see the entire thing in one video if you guys don't want to do that. So I'm working out that part. I'm working out whether or not it's going to be long form or individual videos for each meal. I haven't decided yet. I might do both. Always bulking. Whew. All right. 485, Adam. That's my PR at the moment. I've actually got to finish this milk before 12 o'clock so I don't sully the challenge. So I got to finish this in about 30 minutes, which is fine because I don't want this to count towards tomorrow's calories, ideally. So that being said, I might just drink half of it and then keep half of it for the challenge. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try and get it done before 12, but we'll account for it if not. So no, oat milk's got a very unique taste. I tried it with some coffee one time, wasn't a huge fan, but if you like it, that's awesome. All right, let's grab this nice little 315 warm up. Last warm up rep of the night. And I am a power lifter, yes. I lift professionally. We compete about 7 times a year, V. I compete about 7 times a year typically. Or that's what we're shooting for this year, sorry. I compete multiple times a year typically. 7 times is the plan this year. So that was definitely a full rep, Wyatt. That was definitely a full rep. Yeah, it can only go so far down. Be okay. Be okay. Yeah, that was still part of the warm-up sets. We're gonna start adding more weight. So that was easy work. Easy work. Let's add some more weight actually. Let's slap another 10 pounds on with a 325. We still have an attempt at a 370 tomorrow coming up, as long as everything feels good. So I've been very meticulous not to overspend the last few days energy-wise to prep for the 370 attempt at the end of the week. So I think we'll hit it just fine. Nice, Andy. I'm doing okay, Go Squad. This is still very reasonable weight. This is just 325 at the moment. If you do a lot of squat, bench, deadlift, a flat bottom shoe could be beneficial, Peyton, yes. It just depends on what you're doing specifically. They're real good for having a stable stance during your movement. You know, it's kind of akin to being barefoot. So, kind of akin to being barefoot. What's up, YM? Welcome back. I recommend against Crocs, all right? I recommend against Crocs for working out. I don't like deadlifting barefoot. I like all my toes being attached to my foot at the end of the workout, so. That varies pretty wildly, Larry. Here, let me grab this and then we'll talk some more. Yes, I'm drinking milk. It varies pretty wildly what people should start with. I'd have to see you bench to tell you how much. I don't like giving recommendations like that over the stream because you go and slap the weight on and you end up, it doesn't move, you know, then it's on me. I usually recommend working your way up progressively and just finding your comfortable range with a coach or a spotter with you. So. I started lifting 5 years ago at 25. No, it's deadlifting curly that's at risk. You don't want to drop a weight and lose a toe is what I'm trying to tell you. All right. All right, 325. And then we'll add some more. Felt good. Wasn't bad. Nice little pause at the bottom. Yeah, what's up, Worldwide? All right, let's drink some more of this milk. I appreciate it, Jay. Jay's been a big supporter. Jay's been a big supporter recently. I appreciate it, Jay. It's good having you back in the stream, too. I appreciate it. We'll get you on the bottle like always. Once it's dry, it's got a little condensation on it still, so I want to let it dry so your name doesn't get smudged. I'm feeling good, Worldwide. I hope you're doing good. That was 325. That was 325. We're going to add some more. 325 moved pretty easy as normal, so we're going to add some more weight. To add some more weight. We're not quite at 4 plates yet. We will be very soon. I'd say within the next month. Within the next month for sure. I'm telling you guys, the longer y'all stick around, the more y'all are going to start to believe it with me. I know the ones that have been here a while will believe it 100%, but we're going to set records, so it's going to happen. I do have one federation where I technically hold a bench record, but it's one of those ones where the federation's kind of small, so it's a record, but it's, it wasn't hard to take it, is what I'm saying. And I think I still technically hold it in that federation. Someone might have come and broke it, but it'd be one of those things where I'm not sure. So, but that federation has some strong lifters. Just that weight class in that federation was very underutilized. So, I would love to do some collaborations. You got to realize I'm not like in an area where there's a lot of like social media, like fitness people. So I'd love to do something. If anybody is local to the area and knows somebody that does this stuff and wants to lift with me, I'm down. I'm down. I mean, the top end textual is very, very heavy, but it was weight classed. And at the time I was competing in I was in the 75, no. I don't remember what kilo class I was in. I was a weight class down from where I'm at now, though. So, gotta get them calories. All right, we're gonna grab this. This is 335, guys. We're gonna grab a quick 335. So, we do calisthenics at the end of the stream. It doesn't have to, Thunder. It doesn't have to. You can stay flexible and lift heavy weights. 335, move it nice and smooth. Hey, record's a record, man. That's great. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, Jason. No, I don't need a spot for this. This was just 335. Just 335. All right, let's add some more weight. We will have 405 very soon. We're not quite at 405 yet, but we're in that direction for sure. Like I said, tomorrow 370 is on the table. So I think tomorrow is going to be a really good day, guys, for lifting purposes. Mostly because I'm going to have so much food in my system. So much food. Tomorrow I should be at 10,000 calories. By the time I walk in this door tomorrow, I'll probably be about 9,000-ish calories deep. So, no, we don't want to put clips on the bar. We don't want to put clips on the bar. Here, I'll get y'all a side angle so you can kind of see what weight we're working with here. I know it's kind of hard to see the extra plates. Hold on. Can y'all see the extra plates now? There they are. Boom. All right. What are we talking about? Pilates? No, I'm not doing Pilates. I'm good. I appreciate the question though. What do you mean you can't see it textual? They're right here. Right? No, I'm not. I'm natural. Appreciate the compliment though. I do not fast. No, I don't think fasting's a good way to do really anything other than lose muscle. I mean, you'll just lose body fat, of course, but you're going to lose muscle in the process. Is it effective at dropping weight? Yes. Is it the best way to do it? No. I mean, you're going to clear your body out, but you're just going to, so the fasting isn't like clearing your toxins. I mean, it is and isn't. I mean, everything's eventually going to cycle through your system. So if you're trying to do something like that, cranberry juice is what I would do personally. But I used to do, when I first started lifting for like the first 2 years, I used to do a glass of cranberry juice at night before I go to sleep and one before I would lift, I think. So at least one at night. So. What's up, Cam? Mostly shoulder presses, some dips once in a while, tricep extensions. Anything pushing is going to help your bench. And working your lats. A lot of people ignore your lats. If you're ignoring your lats, your bench is going to suffer. So make sure you don't ignore your lats. I know it sounds odd, but it's true. All right, let me grab this real quick. Tom, if you want to clean your system out, cranberry juice is how I used to do that. You know, keep yourself regular, I guess. There's also a decent little sugar bump if you don't use the pure cranberry juice, but, you know. All right, we got 340 on here now, guys. We're going to grab 340 real quick, and then after 340, we'll decide what we're going to do. Yep, let's go. Oh. I don't incline very often. If I incline, it's dumbbell typically. Yeah, we do Larson's almost every night, Jason. We do Larson's almost every night. Yeah, that didn't feel too bad. That was easy work. I recover on Sundays. Sunday's my only day out of the gym. I don't listen to music when I lift, Christian. I'm gonna be okay, Dakota. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, this is routine weight for me at the moment, guys. I'm not saying that to like brag. It's just that's why it seems like I'm not super hype at the moment, because we're still working routine weight right now. I will get hype if we if we throw some more weight on, I'm sure. I appreciate it though. I appreciate all the encouragement. Bulk's going good, KN. So after we had that little bit of illness a couple weeks back, like 3 weeks ago or whatever it was, right before the comp, when I got the stomach flu, we had dropped a couple pounds right before comp, and then which put us down around 170 or 168 really. I think that's the lowest I got during that stomach flu. I was dehydrated and everything. And we're up again like 8 or 9 pounds from then. So we've recovered all of our body weight and then a few extra pounds. So that stomach flu got me bad though. Do I sprint or I do legs? I don't run. I don't do cardio. So. Mine, Christian, mine. I have a very unique powerlifting program. I bench, curl, row, I bench, curl, row, shoulder press, tricep extension, rear delt fly every day, 6 days a week, heavy. And then I do deadlifts 3 times a week, squats 3 times a week, heavy. It's a little bit outside the norm. People don't like it. Usually people get upset. They're like, you don't take enough rest. I'm doing fine, but you don't take enough rest. Ugh. What's up, rich guy? No, we are definitely natural. The federation I compete with, guys, is tested, by the way. So it's tested. Nope, never gotten any injuries. I've had a tweak or like a sore muscle, but no actual injuries. They sound really real. I was a prison guard, but I'm not military. Just gnats between the lifts, 100%, right? 100%. What did I put on here, guys? Did I say? Is Dakota still saying that? Is Dakota still saying we're in a terror pack? We'll be okay, Dakota. We'll be okay. This is definitely more than 340 now, I think. It's 345. We're at 345 now. Larry Wheels, I think, has confirmed he's not natty. I think that's very old information. I think he went natty for a little while, or he went back to natty. He wasn't like, obviously he wasn't natty, but he stopped using gear for a little while. For people that use it, that's great. I don't have a problem with them doing it. It's just not for me. It's not great for me. If that's their life choice, that's their life choice. You do what you want, but it's just not for me. All right, let's grab this. I don't know Rust Skull. I'm not familiar. Couldn't tell you. So. You heard Arnold was natty? All right, let's grab this. Is that what he's doing? I didn't see it. Is that what he's doing? We can remove him. We don't do that here. That's a no-fly zone here, I'm gonna be honest. Just like that, Wyatt can get gone. It's that easy, guys. We run a pretty chill stream, but you can get gone doing silly stuff. Like, yes, Thunder. Being strong is always useful. Is always useful. There's not really any situation I could say being strong would be not useful. Any real situation, I guess. You could probably make something up, but any real world situation where you're in is generally strength is an advantage. Slow. I came down a little bit low on the left side. I think I gripped weird, but we got it. It didn't feel heavy, it just felt awkward. And I bumped the thingy. So, almost got me though. I almost messed up. Look at that, guys. I just need to be more careful with my grip. So, hold on. Is that where I messed up? I might have had it miswrapped. No, it's miswrapped. It's right. I just need to make sure I grip wide enough. I gripped a little narrow on this side, I think. So. I don't wear gloves to lift. Not my gig. Nice, rich guy. Nice. Let me get some of this milk down because we're getting close to the 12 o'clock mark. And when it hits 12, we start tomorrow. So. And tomorrow is the 10,000 calorie challenge, so I want this to be pure tomorrow. So I'm going to drink this before we hit that time. Ugh.
You have a good night, bro.
Everyone else, yeah. Jason, yes, I was misplaced on the bench. I think I'm using the roof as a key indicator. And you notice how it looks a little awkward, the bench slightly this way. So I lined up with the roof and not the bench on just while I was talking because I was distracted. I think that's what happened. So because the weight didn't feel heavy, it just felt wonky. Probably not gonna have any pizza tomorrow. Pizza's a very heavy food, and it's a lot of calories, but it takes a while to digest a pizza. So that would put us on the back foot a little bit. It's gonna be a lot of very easily digestible foods. Ooh. So, all right, we're gonna move back to 315 for some reps, guys. So. A lot, Kingly. A lot. 5,000 calories is my typical calorie intake daily. 300 grams of protein. Tomorrow we're doing an eating challenge. So if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe, and I'm gonna be posting. We're doing 10,000 calories tomorrow. Somehow, some way, we're doing 10,000 calories tomorrow, and I'm gonna post as we do it. So, is the plan. It's the plan. As long as all goes well. And that was voted on by you guys. So you guys voted that in. It was that, or it was going to be, there was 3 options. So it was either 10,000 calorie challenge, it was a day of eating, so you guys got to see what I normally eat, and I was going to record it all. Or there was another challenge we had the option of. The other challenge was 100 push-ups every hour for 24 hours. So we would have done 100 push-ups every hour on the hour for 24 hours, which would have been awful for me. But, you know. All in steak. I did have steak tonight. I had a strip steak tonight. So I had New York strip tonight. They're very real weights, very real weights. In fact, this is definitely much lower than our usual weights. So Jack's Kitchen, very upset with what we're doing today, it seems. I had a feeling that I knew a few of you were going to vote for it, like Mossberg. I was almost sure you were going to vote for the 100 push-ups because I had a feeling you knew how difficult that would be. And it's not even the 100 push-ups that would suck. It's the waking up every hour on the hour to do them. So. Yeah, 100 push-ups is easy, but it's every hour for 24 hours. So you do at 12 o'clock, I would do 100 push-ups, then 1 o'clock in the morning, then 2 o'clock in the morning, then again at 3 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock on the hour, 100 push-ups. I can do 100 push-ups in about, I don't know, like 7 minutes with rest. So it wouldn't be that bad. It's the going back to sleep and waking up that would suck, right? So. That was gonna be the tough part, Rich Guy. We were gonna sleep in spurts. I'm pretty good at falling asleep and waking up, so that I wasn't super concerned about the doing of that, but it was how I was gonna feel that day. So I just like lifting heavy things, Kay, and it just appeals to me more. What's up, Action Jackson? I'm 30 years old, Sarah. I wouldn't, Rich Guy. We're not built to oversleep here, right? I just don't, Megan. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my gig. All right. Nice. I'm glad we could motivate RDS. I'm glad we could motivate. Full fat. Yep. Whole milk. Bottle's done. In 3 minutes, we start our new day. I'm not counting this towards the calories. So we usually drink this all throughout the night, but I wanted to finish it before 12 o'clock. So that was the last of the calories before the 10,000 starts. So. I drink about 1.5 gallons of milk a day. So, it's 11:57 for me at the moment. All right. So let's grab this bench bar. So we have a challenge. I eat 5,000 a day on average, but we're gonna be doing 10,000 tomorrow as a challenge because we hit a million views on the videos total. So we have 1 million views total now. It's a big achievement in my book. So we're doing a challenge that the subscribers voted on and the channel members voted on. So I don't do cheat meals, no. I don't do any cheat meals. Even tomorrow, it's gonna be clean food. Even tomorrow, it's going to be clean food. So. All right. Give me a second. I'm letting that milk settle in my stomach real quick. We just drank about like 3/4 of a liter of milk. So on the bench, my bench PR is 365 at the moment. So no, we're going for another PR tomorrow though. We hit 365 on Tuesday, I think it was, or Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, and we're going for 370 tomorrow is the plan. So. All right, this is 315 though. We got 315. I'm gonna grab this for some Larson presses. Someone was asking about Larson presses earlier. Here, let me get y'all a better angle for the Larsons though. Let me get y'all a better angle for the Larsons. That was so you guys could see the edge plates. That should be a decent angle for the Larson presses. All right. With a little pause too, why not? Because we can. Yeah, it was pretty solid likes tonight so far, guys. I appreciate it. 40 and 40. So. Ooh. That's odd, Xanthus. Incline's a little different, but that's still kind of odd. Incline, you're working the upper portion of your body a lot more, so your shoulders are more involved, the upper pectoral, so like that could be why. You might have come down a little low, and you might have pulled something. It's a possibility, but that's odd. It's odd. It's called a Larson press, Sarah. It's to remove leg drive and work on core stability. You got to eat right, and you've got to curl. That's going to be your biggest ones. Curls, rows, pull-ups can help grow your biceps, but it's mostly getting enough calories and then doing heavy movements that activate your biceps. I do a different curl movement every night. So. Or almost every night. I do hammer curls once a week, or dumbbell hammer curls, or standard or strict curls, or whatever else. Dumbbell curls of some sort. Preacher curls 1 night a week, typically, maybe 2. Cable curls 1 or 2 nights a week. I do barbell or easy bar curl once or twice a week. It just depends on the day. But we have 6 different curl days every week. So. I curl every day heavy. Every single day I curl heavy. Less reps, heavier weight is what I do personally. So pull-ups are good for biceps and back, yeah. Powerlifting, and yes, I'm natural. All right, let's grab 315 again, guys, and then we'll talk some more. All right. We never do 10 reps of anything, Christopher. We never do anything for 10 reps. I took, what do I have right now? What's the name of it? Podium pre-workout. So took Podium pre-workout before I came in. Nothing super strong. Strong enough. Strong enough. Because it works, Brad. That's mostly it. It's just what I prefer. It's what I've acclimated my body to. So, what I've acclimated my body to. Like 200 or something on the caffeine intake. We're strength focused, Christopher. Mossberg is undershooting. Mossberg's undershooting. I'm willing to bet Mossberg is at least curling at least like the 55s for reps. All right, as his warm up. 100% convinced on that one. 100% convinced on that one. No, still natural, still natural. You seem real focused in on your stack there, sir. So it depends, Sarah. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 1. There's not really a set rest time. It's mostly about how I feel. So I just listen to my body. When I'm ready, I lay back down on that bench. Setting yourself up for failure with your rest times is something that happens a lot in lifting. So people get so focused in on, okay, it's been 2 minutes, it's been 3 minutes, it's been 5 minutes. I've got to start my next set, when they're either not ready or now they're past the point where would have been ideal to get underneath the bar again. So it's better once you get acclimated to your gym routine to listen to your body about how long you should be resting, right? To figure out how you feel before grabbing the next set. You know, you wait too long, you could go cold, and if you do it too quickly, you could end up injuring yourself, and you get too locked into that. So. You don't have to spam it. Just don't spam it. I got you. What is the max bench out of comp using elbow straps or wrist straps? I don't use elbow straps or wrist straps ever. Not in comp, not out of comp. My PR Thunder is 365 raw. So no reps. No reps. I warm up on the bench. So my first set on the bench is my warm up, guys. So no, we're natural. I need to get a shirt that says yes, I'm natty. I have to get a shirt that says yes, I'm natty. Yeah. You just gotta say it once. I read all the comments, is what I'm saying. I try and read all the comments to the best of my ability. If I don't answer right away, feel free to ask a second time, but give me a little bit of a moment, you know. So. Just get tattooed across my forehead. Yes, I'm natty. Just right here across my forehead. What y'all think? 1 million subscriber special. I'm not doing that. But yeah, 365 is my PR. That's raw. No. I don't wrap. I don't use any wrist wraps, anything like that. So. I already answered your question, Sashu. I already answered your question a couple minutes ago. I said I'm natty. I saw you want me to say hello after you threw a bunch of injection emojis up. I don't know what you're looking for. That wasn't a hello. That was a statement you made. All right. All right, let's do something or another here, guys. Woo! I noticed your table flip, Ed. I did. 1. That was 1, RP 1. Definitely RPE one there. I do remember you, Nebula, actually. You're on one of my bottles. You're on one of my bottles. So I am natural. I am natural. Yeah, Sashu's being disingenuous. Sashu's being disingenuous. You do you, Sarah. You do you, Sarah. So, lifting is good for everybody. Lifting is good for everybody. What's up, Shady? Welcome back. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in here. Just lift heavy. That's what I do, man. I lift heavy, shorter sets, but I can't tell you what to do. I know what I do. I lift shorter sets, less reps, heavier weight. That's what I do, and I eat correctly. Those are my big things. At some point, Brad, I plan on having my own supplement line, yes. So. I feel you. Getting sick hits hard sometimes. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing better. That is a myth, Jay. Lifting does not stunt growth. Lifting does not stunt growth. Improper nutrition when doing like a lot of cardio or a lot of really high calorie burn might affect, you know, short-term growth and stuff like that. But that's going to be, you know, an under not eating enough for the activity level more than anything else. But stunting growth is a myth when it comes to lifting weights. So. I don't sleep 12 hours a day. Usually 7 or 8, but. I'll let you know, Brad. I'll let you know. %. Something I'm interested in doing. I'll put, if you want to send me an email, if you're legitimate about that, if you want to send me an email, I'll respond back as soon as possible. I'll put my email in the chat so you don't have to put yours. That's my email. That's my business email. All right, let me grab this. Yes, I'm natty. I'm definitely natty. I take pre-workout and I take creatine. Those are my 2 supplements of choice at the moment. So, all right, we have done 4 reps at 315 so far. We've got 3 to go. Let's do another Larson press, and then we'll talk about what we're doing for the rest of them. Larson press, guys. Rich guy's got the caffeine rolling right now. What's that, Shady? Oh, we already finished the milk tonight. It's already empty. We chugged it down. Probably means I'm gonna have to take a rest break after this bench though. I have a feeling. It's a lot of milk. I drank a liter, almost a liter and a half because I took a couple sips off it earlier. A liter and a half in like 55 minutes. So oh, got you. It's in the cards for sure. I have chickens. I need a little bit more space. I've got a decent amount of land. I own some land around my home, enough to have like chickens and some small animals, but no room for a cow. So, but we will. How much fat? This is whole milk, so this is full fat. For the entire bottle, let's see. We're looking at about like 50 grams, probably somewhere in that ballpark. About 50 grams of fat. Is it hanging? You said it's fine. The bar's fine. I drink a gallon and a half every day. Are you talking about my merch? My merch they're both natty. The frog and the giraffe those are natty animals. If you guys have ever seen my merch, the frog and the giraffe, those are natty. I can confirm. I am their coach. A gallon and a half of milk a day. It depends on that's perspective. Milk's generally pretty cheap, at least here. I'm their coach. I would know, rich guy. I created those. All right, kind of. I had some help. I like the cholesterol. Cholesterol is good for me. All right. All right, we've got 2 more reps here. We're gonna knock these out real quick, guys. I did lift a lot. Yes, 405 we could do for 7 to 10 reps if we want. We've done 7 reps of 405 before. I can get 405 for at least 7. We did that the other night, actually. 485 is my deadlift PR at the moment. Let me grab this because I'm going to have to take a restroom break here in a second. So, all right. I'll be right back about 2 minutes, guys. Hold it down. Hold it down. I'll be right back about 2 minutes. What's up? We had a short intermission. It was what, like 3 minutes? Was that 3 minutes? One of y'all was definitely timing it. I swear it always happens. Someone always times me, all right? Two minute 47, that's not bad. That's not bad. Record time. We're gonna go do I did wash my hands. That's why I have this wet paper towel. I've been drying my hands like live, actually. Let's see. What are we talking about here? Pretty strong, Eric. Pretty strong. I mean, by most standards, I guess. It's perspective, right? Eric Lee's been here before, I feel like. So. All right. Yes, I bench every day. 6 days a week, Tonsky. 6 days a week. So I say that every night. I don't know if you guys just don't believe me or I'm being legitimate when I say I bench 6 days a week. We're going to do some preachers tonight, guys. I talk to my mom very often, actually, yes. Probably 7 days a week. I like talking to my mother. This is a reminder. If you haven't yet, you should call them, all right? All right. So preacher curls, guys. We're gonna grab our normal sets of 7. I'm in South Carolina. Sure, Eric. Yeah, my mom's lit. I don't know why I wouldn't want to talk to her. Yeah. We're going to full stack it for sure, actually. We will be full stacking it tonight. No, so the problem with this one is the seat and the actual pad position are a little wonky. So if you sit back here, you end up causing you to push down into your pectoral a little bit, and it causes you to force your shoulder forward. So it's a little wonky. So I don't need the extra stabilization, so I put my feet out and isolate a little bit better there. So. All right, let's add some more weight. All right, 165 on the next set. We're gonna full stack it next. No, I wasn't, Eric. I did pretty well through high school, so did pretty well in high school. All right, let's grab it. Woo-wee! Feeling good. I'm doing all right, CJ. I'm doing all right. Full stack, full stack. Because it works. Because it works. No, Brandon, we're not going to do that. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it, though. I hope for your sake you're trolling, Eric. Otherwise, this is a real sad exchange. I do shoulders, bench, curls, tricep extensions, rows, rear delts, rows every day, 6 days a week. Yes, I appreciate it. Just not what I'm looking for. All right, we got a full stack here, whole brick, 210. Grab for a couple reps, I guess. So, go 2 reps, 3 if we feel good, 3 if we feel good. So, all right. And we might do. I don't know if we'll do a drop tonight. We'll decide here in a second. We got to get some good shoulders in tonight. I don't do anything over 7. So even if I did have 9, I wouldn't do 9. I do legs every night, every single night. All right, let's grab. Full stack, 210. All right, two's about what we're gonna do on that tonight. Whoo, yeah. Felt good, felt good. Whew. RP1, yeah. RP1. RP1 for sure. What's up, what's up? How's it going, Christina? Definitely RP1. We're gonna do one more single rep here. Just one more rep, because I want to get a third, and then we're gonna do shoulders. So I feel like we got one more single here for sure. Everything, we're hitting everything. We do a full upper and lower body, a full body every night. 6 nights a week. 6 nights a week. I've got a lot of lifting left to do tonight. God bless, Chief. I don't deload. I manage this gym. I'm the head strength coach. Head coach in general, but I'm also the manager. I'm the general manager. So yes, big. I definitely think I can. 45,000 is a lot. That's impressive. That's unfortunate for you, I guess. I don't know. All right, let me grab this. One more rep. For his sake, I hope he was trolling. I'm gonna be honest. So, for his sake, I hope he was trolling, because if that was all legitimate questions, he's got some things he needs to work on. All right. All right. Yep. Yeah. Let's go. Woo-wee! Full stack. I don't know if I've showed it in a while, so I'll show you guys. For those of you that are new, it is the full stack. I don't bullshit nothing on this channel, obviously. So, I do manage this gym, yes. I do manage. It's a 24-hour gym. I manage it. But being that it's a small local gym, obviously it's not my only work. So I am the gym. I do a lot here. I do a lot of stuff here. I do a lot of stuff here. I do make the majority of my living from training and strength training. So. You know what? That might not be true anymore. I think honestly, I think it's changed. I think training is definitely second now. I get paid more to lift now than I do like all my lifting things combined. Not the stream, obviously, but like my other ventures. So I'm multifaceted with training, all right? I do pretty well. I don't like talking about my income though, guys. Or my line of work that much. It's very personal. Ooh, all right. I do get paid to lift, yes. I get paid to lift. All right, let me put some weight on. I am not in my 20s, Tom. I am not in my 20s. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. I am 30 years old, Tom. I am 30 years old, Tom. I'm 30. Who's being mean to you, rich guy? I'm not being mean. I didn't say anything. I appreciate it. I'm natty. Yes, I'm natty. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says it at some point. T-shirt at some point. I'm not so I'll give you guys this much. I'm not a traditional employee. All right, so I'm like an on-call manager. I know that sounds weird, but I'm an on-call manager of sorts. So I'm here when I need to be here. Does that make sense? Because this is a 24-hour gym. So I'm like an appointment-based manager. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But I'm not currently working. And I'm not hourly, so I don't get paid by the hour. So, so my workout times are my own to decide. I make my own schedule. For the most part, there's meetings and stuff sometimes, but not often. Ugh. All right. This is a very small town I'm in, yes. I am in a very small town. Nope, no injuries. There was actually 2 other people in the gym when we arrived, which is uncommon for 11 o'clock at night. But a lot of people don't realize, as much as a 24-hour gym sounds like something that would be busy all the time, I live in South Carolina. South Carolina is not a 24-hour state. Even our Walmarts aren't 24 hours, right? Nobody does anything after like 9 o'clock. Everybody goes home. It's not like bigger cities and stuff like that. Even the capital city, Columbia, everything closes at like by 11. Nothing's open after 11, unless it's like a Taco Bell. So we don't do anything after like 11 here. We're a very quiet state. Does that make sense? So, like right now, if I walked out the door and I walked down the street, every single business other than one gas station in my entire town is closed. One gas station's open in the entire town. So, I do both. I do both night. It's so great though. I love it. I love the quiet. So no one's out in my neighborhood after like 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, my neighborhood's completely quiet. So that's why I bought my house where I did, because I like it. I like the quiet. I'm a very relaxed person, so I don't like a lot of rowdiness personally. So unless I'm in the gym, then rowdiness is great. I like quiet. So I value quiet. What's up, Rich Guy? I see your comments, Rich Guy. You're definitely here. I see you. Don't worry. Always bulking. Yeah, I can't recommend like test boosters. They're not it, guys. They're not it, I promise. Yeah, it's the best way to be worldwide. Best way to be. I like building shoulders. I like building just strength in general, but it all crosses over at some point. So. 205 is the next one, guys. I wasn't supposed to do barbell today. I just realized I did this yesterday, but we're already here. So we're gonna finish it out on this today. And then tomorrow we'll do dumbbell. So, but this wasn't the plan today. I think I did this yesterday. I use pre-workout and creatine. Those are the only 2 supplements I'm utilizing. Only 2 supplements I'm utilizing. All right. Let's go. Here. Let's go up. More weight. That felt too easy. Guys. Way too easy, actually. Got another 10. It did go up real quick, Jay. It did. 100%.
was 205. This is 215. We're going to do this for a single, and then we'll evaluate where we're going from there, guys. Sniff hand chalk. That's intense. That's intense. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. I'm going to be honest. You know, I've seen some crazy stuff in powerlifting meets, though. I saw one guy, his coach was spraying him with adhesive. His coach sprayed him down with adhesive. That was crazy. I'm talking about industrial adhesive, like super glue spray. Spraying the back of his singlet so he would stick to the bench. I was like, yeah, that doesn't seem healthy. It doesn't seem healthy. I'm going to be honest. Stuff can't be good for you. On top of that, the worst part was it was an indoor meet. So everybody had to smell the adhesive smell for like half a meet. And I was like, you guys need to go outside and spray adhesive. Why are you? It was like 3M adhesive. It was just like, this is industrial adhesive that they use for like building houses. All right. Let's not use it in the gym. All right. In a meet with 80 other lifters standing around. I don't know. I don't think it's the healthiest way to do it, but they really wanted to win, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't against the rules. I will say I haven't looked. I don't know of anybody that does it. So I've only ever heard of one other person doing it. And they put adhesive across the glutes of their singlet to make it look like their glutes were touching the bench when they weren't. They're thinking. It's still wrong because that is illegal to try and make it look like you're touching the bench when you're not. But I mean, you do what you do to win, right? You do what you do to win. I prefer not to. I prefer to do everything the right way. But that's a personal choice, right? I like all of my stuff to mean something in my head as well as like, physically. So, or like other people see it. I want to know it's real. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Also, I've never actually seen an increase in my ability to bench when I put my glutes off the bench. People get a couple extra, a little bit of extra poundage on their bench sometimes when they draw their glutes up. Doesn't seem to work for me the same way, I'm gonna be honest. So, don't get it. All right, 215. All right, we've got rows next. Guys. We got rows next. I agree. I don't use adhesive personally. So, 2 hours a night typically. Yeah, so in comp, there's a lot of rules involved with it. You can't bounce obviously because you have to pause in comp, but in the gym, I have no issue with a little bit of momentum. Nice, Red Riding Hood, nice. Does cardio kill gains? I don't do cardio personally. That's up to you. You can do a mixture of both, but I choose not to. All right. You grab the 90. We're going to do dumbbell rows today, guys. We'll do barbell tomorrow. So let's hit some dumbbell rows. We're going to start with the 90s and we're going to work our way up. So we're going to work our way up. '90s are first. Just sets of 7. So. All right. I have some ab workout routines on the channel. You'd have to go and check them out, honestly. It's a lot to get into on the stream, like breaking down an entire ab routine. But I have some on the channel. Yeah. That's good, rich guy. I'm glad to hear it. It's good. All right, we're gonna grab the 90s next, or 95s next, and then the 100s. Yeah, I don't know where Martin Bryn's at. I don't know where Martin Bryn's at. I'm sure Bryn stopped in. She probably just didn't talk too much tonight. I'm sure she stopped in. She probably just didn't talk a lot tonight. All right. It'd be like that sometimes. Mossberg is just me, you, and has David been in here tonight? Has David been in here? Rich guy's here. Has David been in? I don't know if I've seen David yet. I think David said he had some stuff going on. I'm not sure. So, all right, let me grab this. 95. Yeah. I don't do a lot of, I do volume over the week, but I do no more than sets of 7. So all about strength. I don't drink alcohol, no. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of alcohol, personally. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have cheat meals. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't have cheat meals, I don't drink soda even. I don't eat candy. So, not my gig, not my gig. I don't eat any sweet baked goods. I don't eat any cake, pie, strudel. So, I think he was here earlier, Mossberg. I think David was here earlier. I don't think he stayed very long. Chase has been busy. I know Chase has got a lot going on. It's just a busy time of year, I guess. Start of spring break as well, mind you. So anybody with kids is probably super busy right now, which Bryn would be one of those people. So. What's going on? I eat pasta. I eat pasta. Organic pasta, but I eat pasta. I do pasta and things like that, but and I'm a big fan of butter. Yeah, Jay's been here almost daily now. Jay's been here almost daily now. Saray's here. Hey, Saray! There we go. Saray was here earlier, too, at the beginning. Saray's just been quiet tonight. See, the crew's here. They're just hiding. They're hiding, Mossberg. They're hiding. Yeah. Yeah. We're all here. We're all here. Some are just quieter than others, all right? I can see Rich Guy's chats. Are we messing with Rich Guy? Is that what's going? Did I just blow our cover? Nice. That's a solid name, actually. Jet with 2 T's. Well, tomorrow, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, tomorrow, if you subscribe, you'll see all my drops. We're doing a 10,000 calorie day. I'm eating 10,000 calories, well, today kind of, but tomorrow. So it's 12:50 now. But I'll be recording everything I eat from here on today. We're doing 10,000 calories. So, nice. Yeah. Whee! All right. We've got triceps next, guys. We got triceps. All right. See you, Miguel. Form was great, Mike. Form was great. Top tier, actually, I would say. Top tier, I would say. The best. The best form. Oh, Lord. The best form. The only form. There's always a hater. Always a hey. I've always said it. I've always said this same thing, right? If I don't have someone in here hating, I must not be doing something right. So when someone takes the time out of their day to come and hate, no, Mike, we're not going to lower the weight. When someone takes the time out of their day to come and hate, we know we're doing something right. Because it costs them nothing not to. It takes more effort to hate than it takes to just keep going. It's not constructive criticism. It's criticism, but constructive would mean that it's correct or that it's helpful. Your criticism was not helpful, therefore it wouldn't be considered constructive. So what's up? What's up? Well, that's not constructive criticism. I would want to increase the weight, not lower the weight. That was easy weight, Mike. That was generally like nightly weight. It's pretty routine at this point. My form is great, Mike. My form is great. I happen to do rows often, just so you know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Dirty. Results are results, Mike. I don't know what to tell you. If what I'm doing is getting results, I should probably continue to do it, I would imagine. You can get results at home with the right equipment. You still need some equipment. You can do a lot with calisthenics, but you're eventually going to want to invest in some equipment. Mike, I'm 177 pounds body weight, and I bench 365 pounds, and I'm natural with a 485 pound deadlift as well, and just short of 400 pounds in the squat. Doing all right. 365 pound bench at 177 pound body weight. So there's your stats, and I'm 5'11". There's your stats. So I'm doing something correct, I would imagine. I'm also a certified coach, professional lifter. So yeah, I'm doing it right. I'm doing okay, Mike. I assure you, what I do works. So. No, I know. I'm gonna leave it at that. I just wanted him to understand. So I would say free weights are a big plus, but if you're looking for something inexpensive, Planet Fitness is a good starting point with that. At some point in your growth, you're going to want to upgrade to somewhere that has like open benches and open racks. But you can get a lot of done with machines and dumbbells. So there's no issue with that. I appreciate it, Tom. 300? 300's pretty lightweight. Those rows were great, Mike. Those were actually warm-ups for the night. I shoulder pressed that same weight. We already benched tonight, Nada. You can go back to the beginning of the stream. It's the first thing we did. We went up to 345 tonight on the bench. Right now, 365 is my PR. So right now, 365 is my PR. I use creatine and pre-workout. That's it. Yeah, if you want to watch the bench, it's at the beginning of the stream. It's still there. No gear, no. There's a lot of J's in the chat right now. That was full range of motion. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. That's full range of motion. What do you want? What are you waiting for, Mike? In fact, not only is it full range, but it's like really easy to do. Really easy to do. Full stack, by the way. All right, let's move on. Is that right, Jay? We got a lot of J's in the chat tonight. Holy wow. All right, we got rear delts to do, guys, and then we're gonna do deadlifts. We got deadlifts tonight, so. Always full stack. Always full stack. Full stack. I can full stack every piece of equipment in the building. So we've done it on stream. We've done it live. We might do it tonight. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. There's not a piece of equipment I haven't full stacked at least once in here. I'll say the two that give me trouble still, I can only get like 2 or 3 reps at the moment on the preacher curl full stack. The hamstring curl sucks a little bit. Who changed their name? Who changed their name? Is that Jay? Jay, hold on. Did someone change their name? Who is that? I can't see the profile picture. Can someone find out who that is? Is that Jay? The JY? Who changed their name? Is that Jay? Jay, is that actual Jay Mossberg? Make sure that's Jay. Make sure Rich Guy didn't change his name. I can see it. I can see Rich Guy doing that to us. Double check it. Double check it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it yet. The J and just the Y are what's getting me. All right. You know what? There's no way that's Jay Mossberg. Don't be fooled. That's not Jay. Don't be fooled. That's not Jay, because he's not. Jay's a mod. Jay's a mod. He tried it. He tried it. Jay's a mod. Ain't no way. I knew it. I knew it. That's Rich Guy's profile picture. I 100% knew it was Rich Guy. All right, set of 7. Ooh, Rear delts, by the way. We're doing rear delts. I had a feeling it wasn't him. We're going to do the hundreds tonight. We're going to do the hundreds. We were just warming up. This is a 55. Yeah, we're gonna do the hundos. Yeah, it was Rich Guy. His profile picture gave him away. Also, the fact that he wasn't a mod. We got a lot of J's in here. It is a member. It was Rich Guy Mossberg. It was Rich Guy. I caught him. It was a nice shot, though. It was a nice shot. Oh, he almost got me, too. All right. 70s are next. And then, and then we'll grab the hundreds. It does change slightly throughout the movement. And we do a small shrug at the top. So. Woo-wee! I think Canada is our second biggest viewer group here, by the way, Mossberg. According to my analytics, it's the US, and then Canada, and then I think the UK. So, which makes sense to me. At one point, it was Russia was third or something like that. Threw me off a little bit. Yeah, with the shrug at the top. Ah. Is that right, Mossberg? We've got Rich Guy all riled up now. Throwing out all the emojis. What's up, Tosh? They definitely can. I get a lot of Russian viewers, believe it or not. Mostly on my shorts, though. Doing good. How you doing, boss? Feeling good today? All right, grab the 100. One more set of these, and then we got deadlifts tonight, guys. That's how we're finishing out the night tonight is deadlifts. Then I get to go home and record my first food of the day for the challenge, because this is usually when I eat for the first time, is right after the workouts. So I usually go home and have a little bit of something. Sometimes it's just a big glass of milk, but sometimes it's more than that. So we'll see what we do. No, I'm good. I'm not going vegetarian. It sounds like a terrible time. I've done them tandem, but it comes more. So with the tandem, I want to focus in on the actual delt work here. So hitting the areas I'm focusing on and less on the core work in this. And when you're doing both, that momentum drags you down ever so slightly and forces you to reset and spend energy. So lighter, it could be beneficial. And I've done hundreds tandem. It's just not as doesn't help me hit where I want to hit as well, because the shrug has to happen, or I want the shrug to happen at least at the top. So, but yeah, it's all about strength for me. I kept up with it a little bit when Eddie Hall was competing, but not recently. And of course, Brian Shaw. Of course, Brian Shaw. But Brian Shaw is a beast. So is Eddie Hall. So, all right, let's grab the 100. That would be a fun person to work out with. I would love to work out with Brian Shaw at some point. The dude pushes it in every sport he competes in. So it's just great to watch. One day I'll get to work out with him. It'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. Do a collab with Brian Shaw. All right, let's grab this 100. Ugh. Woo-wee! Ah. The 100s feel good. The 100s feel good. For sure. He does. His gym looks awesome. I appreciate it, John. Appreciate it. All right, let's grab the dumbbell other side. Yep. I'm starting to get a little worn on those last set. 177. I weigh 177 at the moment. Oh, felt good though. Felt good. We're about to deadlift. All right, let's get it going. We tried 495 the other night. We didn't quite get it. We got close. I don't know what we're going to do tonight yet, because I have to bench PR tomorrow. I don't want to ruin that. So. All right. Catch my breath a little bit. All right. We did the math. I can definitely carry a few boats, all right? We did the math. It's 24-hour gym, yes. All right, we're gonna get this bar out of the rack and then start our deadlifts. So I'll let y'all join in on getting the bar out of the rack. I don't know if I've showed you guys how I do the bar out of the rack. I just kind of take it with me. So. Whoa. All right, let's go. We got the clips on there, right? Is the clip on that side, guys? It is. All right, let's grab this. Let's go. Let's go. That's actually not that bad. I made that sound a lot heavier than it is. All right, now it's time to deadlift. Oh, nice stuff, Shady. Nice stuff. It's going good, Joshua. How you doing? For the giggles, big dog. For the giggles. Purely because I wanted to. Just for the fun of it. All right, let's grab a set of 7 warm-ups, and then we'll move on to the next thing. All right. It is. Floor presses are solid, Shady. I've used floor presses in the past personally. So. All right, let's go. That's solid work. You said 675, that's solid, or 675, that's solid work. Welcome back, Jay. So your mixed grip is so the bar doesn't roll either direction. It's just a different variation of grip to help when you get to a heavier weight on the deadlift. Some people don't like it because of the risk to the bicep. If you're doing it correctly, there's very little. It's not as high a risk as most people think. There is some risk involved though, so a lot of people stay away from it. But yeah, don't yank. So. All right, 205, we're gonna grab this for a triple, and then we're gonna go ahead and slap 405 on there. Yeah, so whenever you overhand grip, you have that slight bar roll that happens at the top. That helps stabilize it from rolling either direction. Also, let's say your hand starts to move forward, this hand's moving backwards, so it's pushing against each other, right, rather than in the same direction. I don't sumo typically, so I'm not a fan of sumo. I'm not a fan of sumo. All right. We're gonna do like a double here, maybe a triple. So all right, I'm gonna add some more weight, guys. We're gonna add 2 more plates to us each side, go 405. So 405. Nah, we're not gonna clip it. We're not gonna clip it. No emotional support clips tonight. I don't know if it's related to the straps. I can't really give you injury advice, I'm gonna be honest. So, over the stream at least. It's hard to give injury advice over the stream. So, but I don't think the straps are gonna be your cause. RPE, what's up? What's up, RPE? I was wondering if we were gonna see you tonight. I can do muscle ups. I don't know about the chat. I'm sure at least 1 or 2 people. All right, we're gonna pull this off the ground and then we're from there. We're gonna go no belt. We're gonna no belt this one because I haven't done a no belt 405 in a little while, and I feel like I want to tonight. And because we can, I need to stop slapping myself in the stomach. I've still got like 1.5 liters or almost 1.5 liters of milk sitting here. All right. Ugh. Raw 405. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's go. Yep. Okay. Nice and easy. Nice, easy 405. Nice, easy 405, guys. All right, we're going to toss some more weight on the bar, guys. That 405 moves super smooth. So, appreciate it, Worldwide. Upper rounding is not necessarily a problem. Just depends on your sorry, I'm looking for, guys. Leverages. Low rounding can sometimes be an issue, but am I angry? No, I'm not angry. Why'd I be angry? Not angry at all. I feel great. Appreciate it, Pete. No, definitely not. I deadlift often. I feel I've gotten my form down to where it's almost robotic at this point. I watch back my stuff from time to time to make sure I'm not messing up. Like if I feel a little tweaky or something, you know, like my back feels a little like rough or something after a deadlifting session, sometimes I'll watch it back and be like, did I mess something up? But it's very rare that I have any odd deadlifts that make me feel like I wasn't where I want to be. So versus in high school I was probably closer to like 105 pounds, 110, maybe a little bit more, but not much more. I was probably 110, 115. We'll say 110, 115, somewhere in that ballpark. But even into my 20s, until I was 24, almost 25 years old, I was 117 pounds. 5 years ago, I was 117 pounds. So, no, still natural. 5 years, 117 pounds to 177. Bench went from 75 pounds to 365 pounds over that time so far. So. Yep. Big changes, Grandma Sue. Big changes. Uh, 425, nice and easy. Nothing super heavy yet, guys. Toss me a like. A like would be really appreciated. A like and a subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I do things every day. There's a video or there's a live every day and a video every other day. So I'm here a lot. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Three, two, one, let's go. No, I don't typically. I haven't gotten any serious injuries ever. So I weigh 177 right now. I've never had any serious injuries. I mean, I've had like something be sore before, but. Hold on, I'm checking one thing real quick. I'm 5'11". That's 425 there. 5'11", 5'11". It's in the community post. I can repost it if needed, but it's in the community post. Diet makes a big difference. We're doing a bench PR tomorrow. I don't know if we're PRing deadlift tonight. We're doing a bench PR tomorrow. We're really heavily focused on that 370 bench tomorrow. So I can't help with injuries or like things like that over the stream, guys. I wish I could. It's just there's no way for me to do it and do it honestly because I can't see what you're experiencing, if that makes sense. So we're going to add another 10 pounds to it, though. We'll play with some more weight. 435. All right, 435, guys. 435. Just some lightweight work, 6 days a week. Yeah, appreciate it, Jay. Appreciate it. We're about to grab it. Give me one more second. How many days? 6 days a week. I lift 6 days a week. All right, let's get it. Whew. I'm going to the next episode of Natty or Not. I will 100% watch an episode of Natty or Not about me. It'd be great to see. It'd be great to see. I will tell you that would be a fun day for me. That would be hilarious. I have a feeling it's going to be a quick episode. It'll be a very quick episode. I don't think I'm making Natty or Not today or tomorrow, to be honest. Just not a big enough following yet. Not a big enough following. An awesome following, but not big enough to catch his attention yet. You guys want to try and get me on there? That'd be awesome. I have a feeling. We'll just be reconfirming what I've already said. So, oh Lord. All right. What did I say? 435? Yeah, 435. Nice and easy. Light work, no reaction. All right. Yeah, it wasn't bad. That's the heaviest we're going tonight, though. We still got a whole nother day of lifting, and I've got a PR to make tomorrow on the bench at 370. So, gonna keep it light on the deadlift today. We'll hit some dips or something real quick. That was 435. Nothing super heavy. Yeah, that's routine weight, Jay. 485. 485 is my deadlift PR at the moment. So. But we're also on day number 5 of 6 for my workouts this week. So I've deadlifted. This is my 3rd deadlift session this week. So All right. We're gonna hit some dips. We're gonna hit some dips. So. Sometimes it'd be like that. I go to a few different gyms. I used to go to a few different gyms. I only work out here at this point, but I used to have 3 different gyms I worked out at on a routine basis. So three deadlift sessions a week heavy. Yes, I do a full body 6 days a week, with 3 days a week being deadlift days as well, and 3 days a week being squat days. So, but I do a full upper body every day. So all 6 days, all 6 days. Sunday's a rest day. Sunday's a rest day. But I do a full body workout 6 days a week heavy. It's unconventional, but it works. We're gonna grab like 3 sets here, and then we're gonna go do some legs. As long as you're still getting it in, Bryce. All right, 3 sets of dips, 3 sets of dips. And then we've got to go do our legs real quick. And then we're going to call it a night. We're going to call it a night because I've got to get started on that food. Keep an eye out for the videos, guys. I'm going to drop them as shorts, and then I'm going to combine them all at the end of the day. But we're going to be doing 10,000 calories today coming up. 10,000 calories going down today. That's our challenge today. Because we hit 1 million views on the videos. We have 1 million views on the channel now. So, or a little over now, but we hit 1 million views. So we're doing a 10,000 calorie challenge that you guys voted in because you want to see me gorge myself today. We're gonna have a great workout tomorrow, all right? Or today, but I bench 6 days a week, yes. I bench 6 days a week. And I'm natty. I don't know. I'm gonna say TRT. I'm natty. I don't indulge in that. I mean, they don't pay you specifically for that. I am a competitive powerlifter, yes. I compete in multiple federations. I have several first place finishes. In fact, we just competed push pull. If you check my shorts, you can watch my push pull comp that we did recently, the Cola City Showdown. And we placed first in 2 divisions there. So it's some good numbers. Took 2 gold medals home that day. Everybody's ranked, Dorian. That's a weird question. Everybody's ranked. If you compete in a federation, you're ranked. But there's a lot of powerlifters that are ranked. It's not really a rank. I mean, if you're in the top 10, that's great, but it's federation wide usually. So, and it's a little wonky to ask if someone's ranked, mostly because each federation has its own rule set as well. So if you go look at the federation's list of like lifters and the rule sets and stuff like that, it's better to go to their federation and see who holds records and stuff if you're looking for like top lifters. Because a lot of it's done by DOTS too. And DOTS isn't a bad system. I'm just not a super fan of the DOTS system personally, because it doesn't account for specializations as well. So people that are like bench specialized have lower DOTS scores, even though their bench is elite. To some legs. Technically 2. That depends on your federation, Dorian. Depends on your federation. Technically 2, but that's with the AAPF. Technically 2. I'll have to check. I haven't actually checked on those in like a year. So it's possible someone broke them. I don't really keep up with those. I don't really give them too much mind, I'm gonna be honest. But technically 2. Technically 2. Is there any reason you're asking in particular, Dorian? I'm sure I could answer a question for you if you have a question about powerlifting. Be happy to help. I haven't competed with the AAPF in a while though. I think it's almost been 2 years. 2 years since I competed with them. So our lifts have gone up a lot. I might do their Christmas meet this year here. That'd be fun. Bench and deadlift. Bench and deadlift. But why do you ask, Dorian? I'll answer your question if I can. Why do you ask in particular? I'm a pretty open book when it comes to my lifting, Dorian. But I just need to know what your question is pertaining, like what your interest is. Okay. I was wondering if you were interested in like who to compete with or something along those lines. I'm just trying to be as helpful as possible. Most people come with additional questions is what I'm asking. Man, I keep moving this and it's not perfect. All right. That should be good. Full stack, full stack. I do enjoy my milk. I do enjoy my milk. I'll say though, those two AAPF records, I do enjoy having them, or if I still have them, I'll check tonight. If I still have them, I enjoy having those in my name. That's cool and all. But it's not a super competitive category, so I don't hold them to high regard anymore. I used to hold them to a lot more regard. I still am happy I have them, don't get me wrong. But looking at them now, as far as my numbers have come, they weren't hard for me to set at the time. So now, yes, I just moved up, Dorian. I just moved into that weight class. I was competing a weight class lower than that prior. So I used to compete at 164.5 pounds. So my weight class was capped at 165. I now cap out at 181. So I don't recall the name in particular. Why? Dorian, I feel like you have another question and you're just not asking the direct question. Just ask the question. I'm very, very open. I don't recall the name. I mean, it's possible. Does he compete in South Carolina? Does he compete in South Carolina? I appreciate it, Grandma Sue. I can look at some of my old meets. I mostly do bench specialization and push-pull. So if he's a push-pull competitor, it's a possibility. I just added full power. So I just started training squat recently. So we've been doing a couple of full power meets and just trying to get used to that. But haven't done any serious full powers. That's a solid bench press and deadlift. It's a possibility I've competed with him, maybe not in his weight class at the time, because I've only done one meet in the current weight class, Dorian. So I've also only done one meet full power so far, I believe, or maybe 2 meets full power, just to get practiced at it while I go up in weight class, because I just started squatting heavy recently. So my squat is atrocious compared to my other lifts. We'll break 400 here soon on the squat, though, which will be awesome. It'd be real cool to do. My squat is atrocious comparative. So we're getting right at breaking 400 here soon, Dorian. I'll have the video up soon. Haven't quite broken it yet. I'm comfortable without a spot to like 385, but to depth I want to have a spot. I think we're gonna break 400 this month, so 385 is my comfortable number at the moment. But I can move 400, just not to depth as I want. So we'll get it. We'll probably hit bench 405 about the same time we hit squat 405, which will be interesting. That's what happens when you're a bench specialist for 3 years, though, right? So I'm still a bench specialist. I squat now because I need to, but I'm definitely still a bench specialist. I am familiar with that guy, Tom. I am actually. I've watched his videos. He's awesome. He's awesome. Strong. Really good bench. It's nutty work. The dude hits like, what is this? 410? 410 at like 154 pounds. Solid work. I just specialize in bench. That's what makes me a bench specialist, Dorian. I specialize in bench. It's my best lift. It's my best lift. So it's the thing I do the best at. That makes you, I specialize in it because that's where I perform the best. So. You got some real like specific questions, Doran. I'll say that. Do I know you? Or have you been to one of my meets or something? It's cool if you have been. I mean, it's just very specific questions. I understand the just curious part, but I understand the just curious part. Probably mac and cheese, I'm gonna be honest. It's probably gonna, it has chicken in it, has ground chicken in it, but probably mac and cheese with ground chicken. Homemade, of course. No, it's just you're asking very specific questions about me in particular. I'm just wondering if I've met you in the past. So just wondering where all the information is coming from. That's all it is. Or where what the information is about. It's just more different than I'm used to as far as the questions, Dorian. And I've got to be careful when it comes to personal questions. I hope you understand. I don't do Kraft mac and cheese, no. It's homemade mac and cheese, Drew, and I'm married. I have 3 children. I'm married. So. No, everything I do is homemade. My diet's all organic. It's all homemade. So. I meant the questions were so you're asking about very specific names if I've competed with specific people. So I was just wondering if I've seen you at a meet, Dorian. That's all it was. That's all it was. Most people don't come in with a line of questions. It looked very, very planned is all I'm saying. Most people have it didn't seem natural, the conversation line. All right, that's all it was. You're good. I don't mind you being here. It just didn't seem like a natural conversation line. And from time to time, I get questions that lead to I've gotten phone calls at the gym before, during business hours. So I just want to, anytime there's a specific line of questions like that, I'm very careful. So it just looked very, very recited, like you had those questions ready. So. Maybe the tone is just coming across weird. That might be all it is. Might be all it is. But you're good. I mean, I don't mind you being here, obviously. Are you from South Carolina, Dorian? Do you compete in the area? It'd be interesting to compete with you if I ever get the opportunity. Okay, cool. Dorian, to answer your question, I've never competed against Kevin Torres. I double checked for you. I've never competed against Kevin Torres. He looks strong, though. He looks strong. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. He competed in the 181 the last couple of years. He's a pretty strong dude. So, pretty strong dude. Definitely a strong guy. 1,700 total. Not bad at all. It's really good. Not bad at all. I think it is Pitbull Torres. I think that's who he's talking about. Yeah. That's what the Instagram page says, at least. I don't cold plunge today. No, I don't cold plunge. I mean, Kevin Torres is strong. He places first in almost all of his meets. It looks like he's only ever not placed first like a handful of times. Competes at nationals. Competed nationals juniors, it looks like. Or team, at least. And now he's competing open and he's killing it. He's 29 now. Competed as recent as... He hasn't competed in 2 years, though. He hasn't competed in 2 years. That is cheating, actually, because he competes in a tested federation. So if he admitted to that, that might be why he's not competing anymore. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Because definitely at least one or two of these federations are, yeah, most of these federations, if not all of them, are tested. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That does put a little bit of a mark on it, I'll be honest. Still strong, but that does put a mark on it, if that's true. Yeah, but if you start gearing up, Dorian, in my opinion, if you're gearing, that's cool, but you got to compete in a federation that allows it. Don't compete in a natty federation on gear. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Still strong, but it, you know, and I was giving him natural status in my mind when I was looking at his numbers. I always give people benefit of the doubt, but if he's admitted to it, then that's a whole nother gig. See you, Bryce. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was looking at his numbers, and that was really impressive numbers for his weight class, or for the weight class we're in. So That doesn't make it better though, Dorian. Doesn't make it better. I mean, I don't fault them. There's federations for that, is what I'm saying. If you want to be on, go compete in a federation that allows it. Like the APF, a smaller federation, but the APF is allowing it. So you can compete with the APF. There's a lot of federations that would allow it. But that one does not. So that might be why he hasn't competed in a couple of years. He might have got caught. So he might have got caught. It's going good, Daniel. How you doing? I've competed with the AAPF. That was my first federation, and now the USAPL. So we did compete in a similar federation at one point, but he was competing in California mostly, it looked like. So I have never competed with him. But I will say that he's strong, but there's definitely a mark on his record, I would imagine, if that's the truth, and if he's admitted to it. Maybe he's going to move into a untested federation. Maybe he'll go compete untested. So I choose to lift naturally. I've achieved, an over double body weight bench in 5 years naturally, and in the next 5 years we'll increase it even more. So we'll increase it. I believe you, Pete. I do believe you. I don't think you'd have any reason to lie about that in particular. So God bless. But I choose to compete naturally. It's just not in my moral compass to lie about it, and it's just not what I want to do anyways. So I don't use performance enhancers like PEDs because I don't want to. It's just not something I want to do. So I do need a shirt that says I'm natty. So 100%. We're gonna get the bottle written up. A tree fell on you? What? Were you shoulder pressing the tree? Shoulder pressing trees isn't safe. It is not considered. TRT is not considered natty. No, that's crazy, man. I'm glad you're like okay-ish. I feel like you were curling the tree. That's crazy. You had a tree fall on you. I've seen a lot of things come across this chat. I've never seen someone say they had a tree fall on them. I'm going to get Jay on the bottle real quick. One of the J's from tonight on the bottle. Mossberg, there's 2 different Mr. Worldwides. I had to learn that too. There's 2 worldwides that regular our channel. So that is a different worldwide. They've both been around for a while. And it'll get confusing. I confused them for a little while too. Worldwide was here since like the first stream. This Mr. Worldwide. The other one's been here a long time too, though. So don't think he hasn't been. They've both been around a while, but this Mr. Worldwide that's talking now has been here since like the very first stream. A whole tree. That's rough. It's Fairlife whole milk. $80 grams of protein, 900 calories a bottle. All right, we got Jay's our super chat of the night. We had one super chatter tonight. A little bit of a slow night, but Big J on there, right? We had a lot of J's in the chat tonight, but this J knows which J it is. So, boom. I'm getting close. I'm getting close worldwide. We hit 365 this week. We're going to hit 370 this week. I'm getting close. Yes, I can fit another J, Jay. I can fit another J for sure. Hold on. Hopefully you heal really fast. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I understand it, David. Nah, you're good. What's up? All right, where do we want? We'll make Jay a nutrition fact tonight. Jay, you can also be a nutrition fact tonight. We'll do it the opposite direction. So we'll do one J this direction, one J that direction. I'll try and vary up the styling. Hold on. Yeah, that's rough. I can say I've had a lot of injuries, never had a tree fall. I've had a lot of injuries, like freak injuries, not like workout related. But I've had a lot of like weird things happen to me, like, but not a tree fall on me, right? So, yeah, there's a lot of us in here tonight, David. Yeah, that's understandable. Nah, definitely take your rest. Definitely take your rest. That's intense. All right, we got J, and then we got second J. I tried to change up the styling a little bit on the two J's, but, you know. Jay's got two sides of the bottle himself. He's got the nutrition facts, and he's got the cowhead side, so. $5 a bottle, $5 a bottle. I drink one a night. We did the math. I spend like almost $1,200 a year on Fairlife. So, but yeah, I've never had a tree fall on me worldwide. I was indirectly hit by lightning one time. So, indirect. I don't want to claim I was directly hit or anything like that. It was very indirect. It went through another thing. So, that's a major injury. That's rough. I was also bit by a tiger at one point. Yes. I have been bit by a tiger in my lifetime. A smaller tiger, but it was a tiger nonetheless. It wasn't like a huge tiger. It was a smaller tiger. But I was bit by a tiger. That one people don't believe as much, but it did happen. It did happen. And I do have confirmation. I had people confirm that one for me in the chat at one point. So it did happen. I was bit by a tiger. It wasn't. It wasn't in the wild, Jay. I can say that. It was not in the wild. So at one point, I got the opportunity to play with a tiger. Kind of, Chad. Kind of. I managed this building, but I'm not working at the moment. But at one point, I had the opportunity to play with a tiger, and they gave you like tug of war toys, like dog toys, and I was playing tug of war with the tiger, and it got a little like amped, and it napped down on my hand real quick. I used to have like a little spot on my hand where you could see it. I'm so hairy that you can't see anymore, but there's like still a little red dot here. It's healed over really well. Let me see. It's very small now. It was bigger before, but you can kind of see that little scar there a little bit. So I think that's still the same one at least. All right, get you some sleep, man. I'm glad you stopped in. Hopefully you recover very quickly so we can compete back and forth with the bench press. I was also assaulted by a camel at one point. It attacked me with its neck. It tried to suffocate me in a car. I had a camel attack me in my car at one point. I will tell you, if I got the opportunity to play with the tiger again, I would 100% go play with the tiger again. The camel is not innocent. The camel was aggressive. The camel was aggressive. We can draw an animal. What animal do we want? Want a camel? We did a camel already. You got a camel? I feel like last time we drew a camel, it was problematic. I'll put a camel on the bottle. Gets a camel on the bottom. A Honda Fit, David? That's interesting. I'll say that's an interesting choice. That's an interesting choice. I've worked on Honda Fits. That's definitely an interesting choice. All right, we got the camel done, guys. We got the camel done. You can see how angry he looks. These camels are generally pretty angry, I feel like. South Carolina. That is a camel. It's a camel. That's how the camels are generally kind of angry looking, I feel like. So definitely a camel. You won't see the camel hump. Y'all don't see the camel hump. What's up, JJ? It is a camel. It's obviously a camel. It's obviously a camel. Jurassic Park. Is it the first rated R Jurassic Park movie? That sounds like it's going to be lit. Sounds like it's going to be lit. I like Jurassic Park. I don't watch a lot of movies, but I watch Jurassic Park. So that'll be fun to watch. That'll be fun to watch. Whew, but it is that time, guys. I'm about to head out. Unless anybody else wants on the bottle, I'm on my way out. I think we already got all our super chats done. We've already drawn. So, but we're rolling out. I'm going to go and get some sleep, and I'm going to get my first video of the day done for our eating challenge. We got 10,000 calories to eat today. I don't know what we're starting with. So, head of a T-Rex? I can do a head of a T-Rex, all right? Why not? We'll do a head of a T-Rex, then I'm going to head out. Saray caught me. We're going to do a T-Rex head first. I'm gonna look up a reference so I can get a decent T-Rex head going here. I vaguely know what they look like, obviously, but I just want to get a decent one going, all right? That's way more complicated than I wanted it to be. They don't sound complicated. I'm going to get your T-Rex head, Saray. Hold on. Let me get your T-Rex head. I'm going to do my best. Yes, I'm married. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get your T-Rex head on here. No guarantee. No guarantee on this T-Rex head. This poor T-Rex. I feel bad for the... Oh, I appreciate it, Saray. You didn't have to do that. I was doing the T-Rex head anyways. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the support. And you're getting on the bottle, obviously, but you didn't have to do that. I was already drawing the T-Rex head. We're going to call it a T-Rex head. Oh, no. This is awful. This is an awful T-Rex head, I'm going to say. All right, and then... What else can I do to it? This is all that a T-Rex head has. I tried a T-Rex head. It didn't turn out very well. I did my best. I tried Saray. Let's get Saray on the bottle, and then we're gonna head out for the night. I appreciate the support tonight, guys. Saray and Jay, I appreciate it. I appreciate all your help, Mossberg, and everybody else that helped out with the chat tonight. Appreciate y'all being here in general. Of course, as always. All right, Saray. What are you laughing at? That was a good dinosaur. Oh, that's not a good dinosaur head. I will say that one is probably one of my least defendable drawings. All right, least defendable drawings. All right, here it is. We got our camel. All right, you got J. We got the other J. Well, the same J, but the other J. We got T-Rex head. And then we got, of course, Saray. So, bottle is all signed up. And it is time for me to get my meal in. I will record the meal to kick off the morning. I don't know what we're eating yet, but I'm going to figure something out. Probably the mac and cheese I was talking about earlier. I've got some in the fridge. So I appreciate it, Jay. I appreciate it. So we're going to go home. I'm going to eat. Probably going to be like 300 or 400 calories before I go to sleep. And that'll be the first food of the day. And then we'll have breakfast in about 8 hours. So 8 or 9 hours, we'll be eating breakfast. So, and that'll be probably about 700 to 800 calories. So, but all right, I'm looking forward to it today. We're going to get a lot of food in our stomach for that 10,000 calorie challenge. So we have, Jay, we have. We've been out looking for the teeth a lot, actually. We go out every time we go to the beach. So today, that's right now, David. I'm going to go home and record the first meal as soon as I get home. So as soon as I get home, I'm going to release it in shorts all day, every meal that I do. Everything I eat is getting released today. So everything I eat. Other than my coffee, I'm not going to count my coffee. It has a little bit of milk in it, but I drink too many cups of coffee to do a coffee every time I drink a coffee. But I'm not going to count it in my calories either. So that's solid, Jay. That's awesome. Yeah, we do a lot of shelling and stuff out here when we go to the beach. My wife's a big fan of shelling, so it is 2 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. All right, so you guys have a good one. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll have a video out here in about an hour of my first food for the day. I know y'all will probably be asleep at that point, but it'll be up. It'll be up. Yeah, it's 2 a.m., Tonsky. 2 a.m. All right, have a good one, guys. Appreciate you. Oh, wait. Before I leave, one more thing. I'm going to check it before I leave because we had a thing going tonight. I'm not going to be up all night, no. I want to check one more thing before I leave. Hold on. Because we are like right at the cusp of 3,000 subscribers. So let's see if we hit it tonight before I go. Hey, we just crossed over 3,000 subscribers too, guys. Just hit 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. That's big. That's really big. So 10,000 calorie special couldn't come a better time, right? Couldn't come at a better time. So I'll see you guys in a couple of hours with the video on my food. So on my food. So, but all right, I'll see you guys then.